An open source project becomes the seed of Sentry. It was 2008, and Kramer's call to make the move back west proved to be the right one. Returning to San Francisco, Kramer joined a startup called Discuss. Since he acquired, audience engagement platform immersed once again in a tight-knit developer community. It was the defining moment of my career, he says. Over the next 3 years, he ran large parts of the Discourse infrastructure, wrote significant portions of the product's code, and began speaking at developer conferences, building both his reputation and confidence. He was started learning Python. I was big in the community. Instagram, Eventbrite, and Mozilla were all Python Django companies. I think the code was public for all these things. There was a Django community channel where we'd help and ask questions of each other. Here, the seed of Sentry was planted. Somebody asked how I would log errors to the database. I thought that seemed pretty easy. I whipped up an example, pushed it on Google Code, and didn't think much about it. I just like tinkering, he says. I don't know if the valid proof actually exists at the time, because the idea of putting logs in a dashboard in that way didn't make sense. But what did make sense was that I could take errors and get these really rich reports of data. The amount of information it gave me was phenomenal. Initially, Kramer wasn't thinking about monetizing what he'd built. I was like, why would I? I'm just building stuff I want my peers to use. But there's a bigger lesson here than just the returns that often come from generosity and being community-minded. Kramer gained deep insights from having people use his product so early, realizing people valued the depth of each error data more than he anticipated. He also showed hard proof of consumer demand, and it put Sentry on the fast track to the product market fit. I was always motivated by people using my stuff, he says. I was happy to spend my nights and weekends fixing things, getting feedback. I still live off of this stuff. It really feeds me. That, to me, is definitionally how you get to product market fit.